Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Mustafa Hussain. I am the Senior Manager for Sage Solutions at Zealand Technologies. Very warm welcome to all of y'all joining this session. And also thank you very much for joining in at this morning hours. The purpose or the objective of today's webinar is all about future-proofing your Sage 300 environment. Again, we do see, let's say, again, especially on your on-premise environments, we would like to, let's say, take out to all the best practices, what to do, the key checklist, etc. as well. And in doing so, if there is any questions, any clarifications, please use the chat option to raise your queries. If you're in a position to, let's say, immediately answer your questions, we will be more than happy to do so. But if not, we will also reach out to you all offline as well. If you all have any questions or clarifications which you might come across later on, please do reach out to us as well. I think without further ado, I'd like to invite Ashan Fernando, who is our team lead customer support, to take this session forward. Thank you very much. Ashan, over to you.
Thank you, Mustafa, and good morning, team. As Mustafa mentioned, on today webinar is about the essentially preventive measure and regular health check on your Sage environment. So in here session, we are going for the as an agenda, today's session is focusing Sage 300 environment secure and the incident, and we will be understanding the key risk vulnerabilities that can impact your Sage environment. Also, we will walk through the essential preventive measure like access management and patching and logging environment and also we will do backup best practices, and we will cover as a cybersecurity on this session. And after that, we will go for like a what are the ensure the effective backups and perform the regular health check, and we will finally go with the QA session. That's about our agenda. So we go through the first point of today's session is understanding the risk. Why secure? Identify the vulnerability in Sage 300. So before we go to this technical steps of Sage 300, this is a very important to understand you because of the uh, Sage 300 is a strong application, but if your environment is weakness without any secure, your Sage 300 also in the risk point. So that's why we go through this webinar also to understanding to provide the information how valuability of the secure Sage environment. So we will go to one by one in here. So as a first point, outdated software, Windows OS and SQL. Using your outdated Windows OS or SQL is a very risky movement because of the as you know currently other than the 2000 Windows Server 2016 Windows Microsoft Windows are not supporting even didn't provide any Windows update patches also. That's at that point if you have any lower like older than Windows 16 2016, it will be very risky movement because of it's like you open the door to the hackers and the ransomware to your environment. So this is the main key point. That's why we highlight on here. So that's a as a second point about the weak admin passwords in the Sage 300. So this is point we will explain like this weakness of the your admin password, because as we know initially we are configuring the Sage 300 by default admin password. So if you keep that default admin password in future, it will be risky because default admin password is like it's a basic admin password. So you need to change it by yourself and also using like a admin 123, those kind of things uh, in Sage 300. It's a very risky movement. And also if you provide like a secure password, but if you are not changing regularly, that also uh, a very risky movement, because if you are not changing the password regularly, it will be affected to your server environment as well. Sage 300, and also the goes over like as a third point, unsecure network connection. This is a very important thing, because of if your server environment is open network without any firewall security or any other things, it's ransomware and hackers, and they can easily access your server environment. So reduce this risk. You can use SSL or TCL secure connections. Also, you can divide your internet network into segments and limited the movement of the breach, and also do not allow direct access, because of some we try to connect with the directly to the server environment. It's not good practice, because it's very risky. So as a third point, I just need to highlight on that. So moving forward, as a fourth point, lack of user access control. In here, uh, user control, because we are giving user control to the user sometimes without any acknowledge, because sometimes we are giving each minor user also giving the admin rights. That will be very risky, because of some users can do other risky thing also. They can delete something, or they can operate files and everything if you have the admin user rights. So in this point, you need to measure about their role, what kind of specification, what kind of user rights you have to give it in the user. Likewise, you have to measure it in here. So that's the point I just need to highlight on here. As a last point, efficient backup practices. So in the backup practices, this is the most important thing, because if you have some ransomware attack, suddenly you got ransomware or some hacker position, they because in these kind of now there's so many hackers and ransomwares in the uh, environment. So if it's something happen, you have to recover it. When you recover it, you need to backup file. You need to say applications, especially Sage application folder backups, and also there are database backup, set of files. Those kind of things you need to backup. If you don't have those kind of things, then when you recovering at that time, you will take more longer time. Sometimes if you don't have any backup recently, like a daily or monthly, then you have to go back and you have to restore that backup, and you have to, the whole system you have to go through back. So that kind of risk in there. So the backup practices is the most important thing. And next, we're talking about the preventive measure and the key practices, secure Sage 300 application and environment. In here, I just need to explanation with the relate to the Sage environment. So if you need to run smoothly Sage running, so these key points are very important. So I will go to one by one. First one is user access management. In here, in the Sage 300, you all know, we can give the user access according to their role, and also we can reduce the user access, because we currently Sage 300 have security group, and we can assign those security groups according to their job role. So those kind of things you have to do. And because currently as my experience, previous experience, some companies doesn't give the user access level like properly. This is like example, as an auditor gave some companies as a full access admin credentials. That's is unnecessary thing, because auditors are just reviewing the reports and everything. They doesn't need any entry level permissions. So If they have entry level person, they can do the entry and everything. So in this situation, you guys need to do the validate the whatever thing you given to the users, is it right or wrong. And also, just not only that, you guys need to do the audit as well, because every company is there's new employees are coming, all employees are retiring and removing from the company. So at that point, if you keep in the same profile in the Sage 300 as activate, that also will be risky. So that's what I mentioned by auditing. You guys need to do the auditing. What are the roles about the users, and what kind of user rights you have to give to them, and who are the need to deactivate, those kind of things you have to process on here. And next point, patch management and software update. Like as I mentioned earlier, this is a very important thing, because if you are not updating your Sage 300 environment, there will be more risky. Because as you know, in the Sage 300, even the Sage support team in the internationally, they are also recommending only 2 to 3 years update a project, like a upgrade Sage 300 example. Like if it's you are going older than 2021, they will not support into the your environment. So that's they mentioning always, because you need to do the keep upgrading your system. And if you need to reduce your risk and the getting errors and those bugs, you need to do the upgrade as well. And also, not only Sage 300, you have to upgrade your server environment, SQL environment. Those kind of things are mandatory. You need to go for upgrade by when it comes a new release. It's better you go for that. Otherwise, you keeping older than like a 10 years version, is you are at the real risk. So moving forward, next point as logging and monitoring. This is about you can watch actually what's happening in your system, and you can help to sort some problem also with you activating the logging and the monitoring. And here you can do like a turn on the system log and track your who does work, what they doing, and also set up alert stringent behavior like a many failure logins kind of things you can just monitor out. And also you can use audit audit logo. Also, we search 300 have what kind of things are happening, what kind of sort of users does do, those kind of things you can do like monitoring on here. As a fourth point in here, I mentioned on here, mentioning environment hardening and scaling. On here, uh, you can see, look, you can turn off unnecessary features in the services, and also firewall and the antivirus make sure your system can handle more data usage as it grow. This is the main point also as here. And also fifth one, backup and recovery best practices. In here is actually backupping best practices mean I mentioned on here. It's about the daily backups and getting the folder backups, and you have to do the testing, because when you need to recover it, you have to do the testing part as well. So those kind of things up to date, you are in a good position and secure position. And also doing regular health check. This is also main key functions, because health check is checking health check is in the server environment is you can identify it's your OS is all dated, to your Windows patches are not in up to date, or sometimes you firewall is down. Those kind of do you can regularly doing the health check, you can identify, and you can take action also for that. Uh, Next, we will talk about what are suggestion and best practices of the application and environment backup process. As I mentioned earlier, backup is the main function, main more important things when something happen in the risk movement. You have to, without those backups, you can't even recover your system back to normal. So here I will just go to some practical example also how you do can schedule a daily backup, and also how do you have a regular manual backup, and also how you select the folder, those kind of stuff. I'll just do the practical session as well. So here I just need to mention on here uh, points. There's 5 points. So as a first point, backup core component. What are the core component? Actually, core component is Sage 300 folder, and also backups of the Sage 300. And also if you have integrations, you need to do the backup on those folders, and also the setup file, because when something happen in your server as a ransomware, if you get as an example like a ransomware, is all are encrypted, you can't recover those kind of things in your server. So just doing backup is not enough. You have to do those backup into the upload to the at least external devices, external location, or cloud base. You can if you doing those kind of things, when you're doing the recovering stage, you can easily download those kind of, so you can put it in a new environment, and you have to do the reinstallation and restoring your backup, and configuring the your integrations. So here those are the main backup in the main component. And next, as a next step, take a regular backups and store offsite. Like as mentioned, you have to take the daily SQL backup, and also if it's automated, it's very good, because of the manually backup is doing by yourself, because it's can be missed out. It can be because we are people, we can forget it to do the run manual backup. If you automate it, you have nothing to check. You just need to check on the is backup is going on well, or it is uploading to the cloud base. If it's uploading cloud base, you need to just do the audit on that. So in here I will just share how to do the regular backup, mean manual backup. Wait, I will share my screen. Everyone know this is the MS SQL tool. So here we can see the what are the database and everything in the your environment. If you need to run the regular backup, like a regular backup mean by manual backup, you just need to go to select the one of database and right click and go to the task. In here you can see backup option, and also you have to click on that. On here you can see there's a three windows. First on general, media option, and a backup option. You just need to consider on the general one. Here you have to select the type. What is this type? Full or definition. And look, normally if you need a full backup, you have to go to full, and you have to put the location that you need to back up your file database. Here you can select in the add button. You can see the path. You can browse it like here. You can select the folder on here, and you can give the file name like this. And also file type have to be BAK, because that's a backup file type. Then you just need to simply click on OK. And also if his path is correct, you can select OK button again. Then you're good to go. Here you can see there's a progress. If you press OK button here, This is showing as backup process is completed. Then just need to press OK. This is the manual backup process. We go to the how the scheduler daily backup was on here. Before you go to there, actually SQL Server agent is have to be run. Otherwise, you can't schedule daily backups. In here, you can see the management. In the management, you can if you already have a maintain plans, you can see on here. These are the what I have already maintain plans. If you need to create one, just right click on here, maintain plans. You can go for maintain plan wizard. In here, you can select next. You can give the name. We give daily. And you can go for next. Here, you have to go to select the backup database full, because currently we are scheduling a full database backup. So in here, you have to tick backup database full, then go to next. Here it's showing as what you selected. Then again, go to next. On this window, you can see the what are the database that you have. In here, you can see what are the database you have. There's no limitation. If you want to schedule a daily backup for the all DBs, you can select all. And now if you need a 1 DB, you just need to select one. So just selecting that and press OK. And backup 2 is have to be disk. If you want to store in your local drive, have to be disk. Then go to next. Sorry, I missed something. Here, destination, you have to put the folder location. In the general, you have to select the database. In the destination, you have to select the what is the folder location that you need to put your backup. So here I already create a folder on here as a daily backup. So press OK. Here you can see the path. See daily backups is the folder, and options you don't need to go for like, and press on next. Before that, you can see the file will be BAK file, because without this is the file type that we have to backup database. And next, if you need to store a report, you can select the folder also on here, and also you can configure email report also. Then press next. They showing the summary on here. Then press on the finish, showing as success everything. Then you just need to close it out. That's what we created as a maintenance plan. So if you need to schedule it like a daily basis or monthly basis, if you need to put a time, you just go to again on here, right click on the daily backup maintain plan, go to modify. In the modify window, you can see there's no schedule. It means there's no selected date. So in here, you can see the calendar icon. You just need to click on that. In here, you can select the how you're going to do it: daily, weekly, monthly. And if you need to be going for the weekly, you can select the days that you can schedule, like run this schedule on. And also you can give the time and the duration time. Those kind of things, you according to the requirements, you can schedule on here. if you need to edit this schedule, like if you need to add another backup, like a database, you just need to click on here and double click, and you can here again select to the database. So I already create the plan. So I will just execute. You can also do the manual execute on here. Just running execute like this, right click and execute. Showing as success. So we go to that folder. This is the folder. Here you can see the backup name and the date and the time. Everything is comes on the name title, and this is the backup. This is the backup type is BAK, and this is the manual backup. So manual backup is going for like a data backup. So it's not like a data type of BAK. So as I mentioned, the best practices, you can do like this daily backup, and this backup you can just upload to the cloud also for your reference and your protections. So that's about the SQL backup. So next we will go to the how to backup your Sage 300. In here, I just, if you don't know what is the folder path, like a folder location in the server, you can simply go, if it's Sage 300, right click on that icon, go to the open file. Here it's showing only shortcut. Again, you can go for right click and go to the open file location. Here you can see this is the runtime folder, and this is the Sage 300 main folder. When you backupping Sage 300 application folder, you just need to backup this folder. And also you have any like integration. Yeah, more normally Cashbook and other integrations we are configuring with the IAS. So you can go for the IAS like this. If you don't know the path of the like a folder name, this is the what I have integration. So right click on that and go to export. Here you can see this is the my integration. We can backup this folder also as a regular. So when you doing the folder backup, if your company is not like a regularly doing some customized report, it's good to go like a per 6 month folder backup, and also setup folder, and also application folder and the integrations folder. But as a best practice for daily backups, database, you have to go like a daily backups, because something is comes up, we need that backup to restore it and check it out. So at that point, like we mentioned on here, we doing the automation backup and doing upload in the cloud and everything, but we have to ensure those backups are working or not. So that point, you have to do the testing, and you have to do the some restoring process, because something like certainly this ransomware is happening without nowhere. So if it's something happen, before that you have to just test it out, the backup folders and the daily backups, those kind of things. At least month-wise, you have to do restoring those database backup and ensure those backups are working or not. Otherwise, if it's something attack is happened, then you are trying to restore it, but the backups are not working. At that moment, also you are at a risk. And also, as a last point, take a server image backup. So this is a very important thing. This is actually time saving thing, because taking image backup is a you are taking whole thing, like not only database application, it's about the server, whole server at one point you are backupping. if something happen, if you restoring this image, it's like you are back to at the before this risk happened at that moment. Like guys, there's no point, there's no need to installing the Sage 300 and the restoring backup and anything. You can just go to the at the beginning like as it before. So this is also main point of the taking full of image backup. And as we searching as a good practice, you have to go like a daily, because this is also like a database backup. If you are running the server image backup, is best practices, you have to go over like a daily basis. So that's all from my end. I will just hand over this session to Ruchin, and he will go to the about cybersecurity and other sessions.
So, thank you, Ashant, for that good explanation. I believe everybody is now aware about which backup files to be taken, which folders that needs to be taken for your backup. And in case of a situation where your entire application or entire environment is locked down or crashed, you will know which files you will have to provide us as well when it comes to restoring your entire environment itself. So like Ashan showed, the SQL backup and the Sage folder backup, and if you have any integrations or any third-party applications running integrated with Sage, those third-party application folder backups and the Sage setup file backups, if you have all of these files with you regularly at an offsite environment, then it doesn't matter what kind of a application crash or a server crash that you get. As long as you can provide us a new environment, it's just a matter of hours for us to set up your environment. If you just have the financials in your environment, it's just a matter of within restoring your environment within 2 to 3 hours. If you have any other third-party applications or any other third-party integrations with our system, then it would take about another extra 2 more hours to set up those integrations as well. But totally within 4 to 6 hours, you should be able to recover your total environment and make it usable for all the users in your organization. So with that, I would like to take you through a little bit of another service that we provide, because at the end of the day, doing all of these backups, especially for the IT team, is a bigger hassle. So the best way to reduce that hassle is to automate all of these functions. One of the services that we provide to automate all of these services is through the Acronic cybersecurity solution. So this helps your IT teams to take those regular backups and make a report out of it. They don't have to manually go and do all of these things in their own time. They can set up this system, and the system itself takes all the backups, make sure that the backups that the system takes is secured, and it will upload it to your cloud as well. And the other guarantee that it gives is that whatever the backup that they upload is always virus free. Virus guaranteed, ransomware guaranteed, so that in case of a situation when you are downloading those backups, everything will be secured. You don't have to go through a process where when you're downloading, you have to put it through your antivirus guard or put it through your cybersecurity product to make sure those files are also secure. There's no need for that. You can just simply download, install, and go ahead with your environment. So I'm just going to take you through a few functions of what Acronic cybersecurity has to offer. So one function is that backup process that I said. It will run a service in your server environment. It will make sure that your backups are either uploaded to your cloud environment, any cloud environment that you give. You can use the Acronic cloud environment as well, but in case of a situation, if you have a separate cloud environment, you can configure that as well inside the product to send those backups to that place. If not, you can make sure to give the command for Acronics to do the backups into one of your local environments. That means either another server, a NAS server, somewhere like that. If you give the proper configuration, it will do that as well. But we always recommend to go with Acronix Cloud, because with Acronix Cloud, they offer the ransomware guaranteed service as well when you're taking up the backups and sending up to the cloud environment. Second thing is Acronix also provides a DR solution, a disaster recovery, which is very important, I believe, for IT executives, IT managers and stuff, because one of the bigger hassle when you get your environment a crash or attack from a ransomware or something like that, the biggest one of the biggest issues that the IT people face is provisioning a new environment or giving another environment or giving another secured environment. Because if it's a ransomware attack, that will not just only affect one server, it will go throughout your entire network itself. So provisioning a new environment is a bigger hassle, but with Acronix DR solution, you can get that environment as soon as possible, because they offer a cloud environment for you to restore your backups and use until you provision your permanent solution. So that means they will cost you only according to the usage that you do. So for example, if it takes about 2 to 3 days for you to procure another server or procure another environment for your Sage 300, they will cost you only for that specific number of days or specific number of hours. So that's very important for IT executives to get to know about that. It's very hassle-free. You get a special dashboard to maintain and get reports of what was provisioned, what you need to pay and everything. So it's a monthly subscription that you have with Acronix, but you do have the option of going to reserves as well, 1 to 2 year reserves as well. So these are, it's not just that the Sage 300 environment that you can do backups. You can do any type of backups using the Acronix backup solution. So if you have any other systems that has your, other operations running in for your manufacturing or your any other system, that means, because in an organization, it's not just Sage 300 or any other ERP that is running. There are multiple solutions running in for your multiple segments. So you can back up any of these solutions into the Acronix Cloud, and you can do any restorations or reimplementations to any of these solutions if needed. So one other highlight that Acronix have been giving recently is that they are giving unlimited storage. So how Acronix pricing works is that they price according to the number of GB that you procure to do your backup section. So if you need Acronix Cloud of 100 GB, because if you think 100 GB is enough for your daily backups, for all the backups and all the backups that needs to be there, then they will cost you for that only. But you can, it's not just ERP applications, you can back up your entire DNS server, everything as well. So when you're doing that, if any of those are Microsoft solutions, they will give you unlimited storage per seat license. That means if you have 100 O365 licenses, they will give you unlimited storage capacity for all those 100 Microsoft licenses. But you can also go ahead with the option where you can get according to the number of GP also. But most of our clients go with this because this is more cost effective for you guys when it comes to backing up these Microsoft solution data. And it doesn't matter how much of backup solutions, how much of backup procedures that you have set in place in your environment, if you cannot secure your environment after that. For example, if you had a server crash, then you won't be needing any cybersecurity products. But most of the time, these days it's all about hacking and getting your environment hacked, ransomware attacks, and all of this. So in case of a situation where if you currently do not have your environment secured, we can give you services on that as well, because Zillion being in the security industry for more than 15 years, we are the #1 security consultant in Sri Lanka as well. We have all the banks under us of Sri Lanka, and also few international banks as well. So all of these environments are secured throughout the products that we have to offer, starting from identity access management and going down towards data backup and storage. One of the highlighted products right now in the market with our portfolio is the deception technology, which Acolvia has introduced a honeypot solution. So what this does is that it will create fake environments, fake servers or fake action items within your network itself for the attackers to come and attack. So that in case of a situation, if they have breached through your firewall, it will make sure to point out few fake environments and let the attackers do their job in that, so that it will not affect your real environment, real data. So in case of a situation, for example, if you have put up any fake data into a fake environment, they will be pulling those financial details only. They won't be able to hack. They won't be able to go through to the next live environment. This has been very famous around the world so far, but in this South Asian region, the Asian region, we are one of the first partners to introduce this, and we have been getting lots of requirements on this product because this is, as you know, places from like Russia, Germany, and those countries have been attacking the Asian market a lot using hackers and everything these days. Recently, also one of the biggest attacks came into one Sri Lankan bank, and we were the team who was able to recover their data as well, and also to implement this product as well. So any IT executives, any IT managers or CFO, CTOs who are in the meeting right now, if you do have a requirement like this, do talk to us, do talk to our account managers. Let us know, because we can give you a demonstration. We can come and take a look at your environment and see which places are vulnerable, which places needs to be secured. It doesn't matter even if you don't take a product from us, we can still come and give you a consultation and show you which places are vulnerable at your environment. It's not just for Sage 300, but for any other application as well. That means your entire total network can be secured. We can give that consultation for you free of charge. So these are things that we have to offer with regards to automated backup solutions, and when it comes to cybersecurity, because like I said, it doesn't matter how many backups you have. If your environment is not secured, then it's a matter of losing those backups as well. Always. So and another thing before I wind up the session that I want to highlight is always keep your backup data sets, backup files in an offsite as well. I always recommend to go ahead with 3 levels of backups, that is within the server, and then maybe in one of your cloud solutions or in one of your NAS servers. And the final backup files should be at an offline environment where it is not connected to the network at any point. That means when you're taking the backup itself, when you're copying the files itself, you can plug it to your server or whatever your virtual machine, take the backup, plug it off, and keep it somewhere safe where it won't get connected to your network. For example, in external hard disks or pen drives or something like that. So yeah, with that, we can wind up today's session. And if you do have questions, I believe this would be the good time for you to start up and send up any questions. But if not, if you do have any further inquiries, please definitely talk to us. We can always help you out in at any part of this process. Any questions from anyone? Yes, so I think there are no questions at the moment, but I would like to thank you everyone who joined with us today. It has been a great pleasure having you guys at a busy day on this kind of a morning time at this kind of a morning time. So thank you very much everyone for joining, and have a great week and have a nice day.